Good afternoon. I am Paul Katz, President of University of the Sciences. I welcome you to the 200th Founders Day of our university. This important event launches the celebration of our bicentennial year, marking an important milestone in the history of education, pharmacy, and science in America. Whether you are a member of our vast alumni community, one of our distinguished faculty, our dedicated staff, or a student pursuing your future, you all play an important role in this celebration and the legacy of our great university. While I had hoped to celebrate this event with you in person, the health and safety of our extended university family is of the utmost importance. So we will honor our past, present, and future with the help of technology this year. Each February, we gather to recall Usciences' establishment as the Philadelphia College of Pharmacy, when 68 prominent Philadelphia apothecaries met in Carpenter's Hall. This act, 200 years ago to the day, on February 23, 1821, ushered in a new era in the education and ultimately the practice of pharmacy as a discipline. Founders Day commemorates Usciences' rich tradition of innovation, entrepreneurship, and producing leaders who shape new dimensions in healthcare, policy, and business, as well as science and research. This year brings an added significance to our annual celebration. Another great tradition of our university is the bestowing of honorary degrees to recognize those who exemplify our founders' values. In 1887, the Philadelphia College of Pharmacy bestowed 5 Master of Pharmacy degrees, honoris causa. The first was awarded to Alfred B. Taylor, an 1841 graduate of the college, who was the first secretary of the American Pharmaceutical Association and a trustee of the college. As we have grown from a college of pharmacy into a university focused on the education of leaders in science and healthcare, it is fitting that today we will honor a truly distinguished individual. Our bicentennial recipient embodies the pioneering spirit of our founders and has distinguished himself by his leadership in the pharmaceutical and healthcare industries. He has led his company to deliver innovative life-saving medicines and vaccines and has made important investments in cutting-edge research. His ongoing commitment and support of social justice, equity, and diversity resonate in these times. Today, we are honored to acknowledge these efforts by the conferring of an honorary degree of science. Please welcome our board chair, Jim Rivard, to present our nominee.
I am honored to present this year's nominee, Kenneth C. Frazier, Chairman of the Board and Chief Executive Officer of the pharmaceutical company Merck & Company. Under his leadership, Merck has not only brought important medications and therapies to market, but it has substantially increased the investment in research, including early-stage research. Mr. Frazier has refocused the organization on the launch and growth of key products that provide benefits to society. He has also led the formation of philanthropic and other initiatives that build on Merck's more than 125-year legacy. Mr. Frazier joined the company in 1992 as Vice President, General Counsel, and Secretary of the company's joint venture with Astra AB. Through the years, he held positions of increasing responsibility at Merck before he was named President of Global Human Health in 2007. In 2010, Mr. Frazier became President of Merck. He was appointed CEO and Chairman of the Board of Directors in 2011. As CEO, Mr. Frazier has directed the company to take calculated risk in developing new treatments. In 2013, he prioritized research funding over meeting the year's earnings target. He has placed special emphasis on improving treatments for Alzheimer's disease, an illness that claimed his father. Notably, Mr. Frazier has said he is also motivated at Merck & Company by a desire to improve the lives of people in developing countries, as clearly evidenced by the global commitment of the company. Prior to joining Merck, Mr. Frazier was a partner with the Philadelphia law firm of Drinker, Biddle & Reith. As a lawyer at Drinker Biddle, one of Mr. Frazier's clients was Merck & Company, the second largest drug company in the United States. He is a member of the boards of the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, Weill Cornell Medicine, ExxonMobil Corporation, and Cornerstone Christian Academy in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He also is a member of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, the Business Council, the Council of the American Law Institute, and the American Bar Association. In 2018, he was elected to the American Philosophical Society. Mr. Frazier received his bachelor's degree from the Pennsylvania State University and holds a Juris Doctor degree from Harvard Law School. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and our university community, we are extremely proud to acknowledge Mr. Frazier's work with our highest honor.
On recommendation of the nominating committee, and with the approval of the Board of Trustees, and by virtue of the authority granted this institution and vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer on Kenneth C. Frazier the degree of Doctor of Sciences, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Dr. Frazier. We are incredibly honored to count you among our distinguished alumni.
I'm delighted to be a part of this 200-year celebration of the University of the Sciences, a distinguished institution that has shaped an entire American industry and one that is essential to modern-day medicine. Thank you to your president, Dr. Paul Katz, Mr. Jim Rivard, and the Board of Trustees for welcoming me and for awarding me an honorary degree from your esteemed university. I am indeed honored and privileged to join the Usciences community. I have deep respect for the University of the Sciences. For centuries, the school has been at the forefront of scientific knowledge, cultivating great thinkers and innovators of its time, including the architects of some of today's most prolific pharmaceutical companies. Together, you and your alumni have realized the dreams of your founders and advanced the healthcare of our country, exceeding what was thought possible all those years ago. The 68 prominent Philadelphia apothecaries who stood in historic Carpenter's Hall and pioneered the first pharmacy school in North America understood the importance of scientific rigor and training. They were determined to propel the field of pharmacy forward, and their mission has made it possible for us to expand access to scientific innovations, advance cancer care, improve diabetes treatment, fight back against infectious diseases, and more. As stewards of that vision, the Usciences family has not only maintained your founder's vision for pharmacy, but broadened it, expanding to 30 critical healthcare and related fields, from data science to psychology, from policy to pre-med. Most impressive, you have modeled a new way forward for healthcare education, creating chances for those who might not have had the privilege of opportunity, but who are eager to apply their skills and aptitudes to improve people's well-being. By helping many of your students become the first in their families to access and earn a college education, you are honoring their potential and serving their communities. Your leadership fosters new hope for meaningful careers with purpose to tackle and provide solutions for some of humanity's greatest health challenges. But you cannot do it alone. Society must support your efforts and amplify them. This past year has reawakened our understanding of the disparities that plague our communities, from unequal opportunity of education to health outcomes that are more determined by zip codes than genetic codes. As you address the educational gaps in society, you are helping us overcome obstacles to good health too. Our institutions have a robust partnership. Historic data suggests that roughly 1/3 of your alumni go on to join Merck. But our connection is much deeper. Like you, our company is dedicated to saving and improving lives and addressing societal gaps. We are also working to increase the diversity of our clinical trials, to find new entry points to Merck careers for those who may not have had access to a school like Usciences, and to ensure our own workforce is representative of our communities. You Sciences students and graduates, your education is more than an opportunity. It is a gift, a chance to apply your skills and instill effective practices to the front lines of medicine to help overcome America's healthcare divide and set our country on a new path. Carry the unique knowledge of your own neighborhoods and rich cultures to hospital administrations, research centers, and the pharmaceutical industry, championing those who are too often forgotten. As you Sciences scholars and agents, you are destined to evolve our approaches and facilitate better outcomes for everyone we collectively serve. We are indebted to your university for leading with science and educating tomorrow's healthcare and pharmaceutical professionals, and grateful for your leadership on equity issues. Your founders, at great risk, inspired a new dawn for pharmaceutical scholarship and passed that torch on to you to usher into a new era that will honor and modernize their profession for the benefit of all. Again, I am privileged to hold an honorary University of the Sciences degree. Thank you, and congratulations on a 200-year history that holds great promise for the future.
Dr. Frazier, with this honor, you become a member of our bicentennial class of graduates, the class of 2021. In doing so, you enrich both this class and our institution. Your name will be added to our historic list of distinguished honorary degree recipients. Congratulations, Dr. Frazier.